Tony Pauline reports Elliott Wolf is pushing hard for JJ McCarthy. His 2-round mock draft that he put out on Monday, he wrote in it that Wolf is pushing hard and that it was all the buzz during pro days that were taking place. That's the buzz, according to Pauline. You buying or selling that, Phil Perry? Is that legit? Is that the buzz? Elliott Wolf pushing for JJ?
That I don't know, but I could see him liking JJ McCarthy because he's a winner and because he is pretty athletic and he has enough size. He's about 6'2.5", just a shade under 220 pounds. When you look at guys that these Ron Wolf executives have liked in the past, they do have pretty good size. They're not unbelievably large. They're not Drew Bledsoe, Scott Zolak types. Not quite that big, but Aaron Rodgers, obviously, Jordan Love, Derek Carr was a draft pick of Reggie McKenzie's. These are all first, second round picks. Ron Wolf himself gave up a first round pick for Brett Favre, who was big enough. All these guys could throw on the move. All these guys had pretty good arms. That's JJ McCarthy. And the reason I bring up Elliott Wolf specifically,
or Drake May.
Now here's what's interesting to me, given where Elliott sits in the Patriots front office right now. When the Browns had the first overall pick in 2018. Elliott Wolf was the assistant GM there under John Dorsey, another Ron Wolf guy. He pushed really hard for Baker Mayfield and was very clear about that very soon after Mayfield was picked when he met with the media. Elliott Wolf and Alonzo Highsmith, you can actually find the video online of these guys meeting with reporters after day 2 of the draft, and he's talking about how he scouted Baker Mayfield. And one of the things that he kept coming back to with Baker Mayfield was the intangibles. The moxie, the energy he brought to his teammates, the toughness, a lot of the things that you're hearing about JJ McCarthy right now. Additionally, what did Elliott Wolf love about Baker Mayfield? He was a winner. He won. Well, who won in this draft class more than JJ McCarthy? JJ McCarthy won as a high schooler, won state championships, won a national championship with IMG. He goes to Michigan, college football playoff last year, national champion this year. If that matters to Elliott Wolf, and the three of us have talked plenty about quarterback wins in the past, especially as it relates to evaluating college quarterbacks. I don't find it all that valuable. But if that's what Elliott Wolf values, wouldn't he be interested in JJ McCarthy, though?
Yeah, he should be. He should be interested in all of them. And as he does his breakdowns, who best fits what he has from a structure standpoint right now. If he's picking one of them, you're implementing them right now to the team that you've assembled. And you should know it more so than anybody. You know the strengths, you know the weaknesses. And you better be able to forecast it because your ass is on the line, your job's on the line. If you're picking a quarterback at 3 and he fails, you're looking for new GMs in 2 years. I think that's it. That's a big pick. You better nail it.
I should wonder, too. Elliott Wolf, again, very clear. He thought Baker Mayfield was the best quarterback in that 2018 draft class. That included Josh Allen. That included Lamar Jackson. All three of those guys went in the first round. Do you think he learned anything from that? Or do you feel that football evaluators like what they like, and maybe he looked at Baker Mayfield and said, well, the situation wasn't great in Cleveland. We didn't do enough to support him. He could have been great. He could have been the next Brett Favre. Or does he look at it and say, all that winning stuff that I was really high on when we drafted Baker Mayfield in Cleveland, I should have been a little bit more lenient in that category because then I might have been more open to somebody like Josh Allen, who only won 8 games playing for Wyoming against not great competition.
But there's also that moxie factor, too, though, because you could look at Baker and say, okay, it didn't work in Cleveland. He was sort of just handed the reins too early. The coaching was poor, situation bad, but he went to L.A., saved their ass a little bit when Stafford went down. He went to Tampa, turned them around post-Brady where they thought they had no hope. I'm watching that game against the Lions. He's throwing some freaking darts out there. Like, I'm watching it on tape, and 17-yard comebacks on the freaking money, and he's getting croaked.
So he doesn't look at it and say,
there's not
I should have taken Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. We just needed to surround Baker better.
Yep. He doesn't look at it. You know how executives look at it. They don't have all this self-reflection about where they went wrong. They go ahead and say, well, it wasn't my fault. Look at what the coaching staff did. Yeah. Look at what happened when he was in a good situation. This is what I saw in him. I saw it. You didn't capitalize on the talent that was there. I can't go down on the field and coach these guys, too. He still will look at it and say that was a good piece that wasn't used properly. So I think that they're going to do that first thing you mentioned, Phil, which is stick to your guns and what you like, how you're hardwired.
Yep.
More on that from Dan Orlovsky, why JJ McCarthy and Drake May are the best fits in New England.
Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.